your eyes. We're going to speak about some things which are very deep, very esoteric. When we talk about esoteric, we mean almost hidden, shielded, unknown. And this is shielded, unknown knowledge that has not been brought forward. This knowledge is coming from the councils of light, if you like, that are overshadowing all of the 22 galaxies. It's like a council of new creation. And recently they told me that their name was El, which means God, Sa, which is to do with ascension, and Om, which is universal word for peace. So the council of El Sa'om, El Sa'om, El Sa'om. And even the words have a ring to them, which is of light, I feel. So I'm going to start speaking as if they would wish to speak to you. We stand before you. We are with you in essence, and we are with you in energy. We are here to begin a process of change within your bodies. As we bring through certain energies, you will feel a tingling, which is like a quickening. You will feel your heart start to beat more quickly. Do not be concerned. The heart is the pump that pumps the blood through all organs and systems of the body. All nutrients, all oxygen is carried in the blood. But what you must also understand is that the blood is also the river of life. And as it is the river of life, we are using the blood and the vehicle of the hemoglobin molecule within the blood to transport what is like an energy molecule, like an energy equivalent of the oxygen. So as hemoglobin binds oxygen to it and takes oxygen throughout the arteries to the capillaries and then to the cells of the body, so the hemoglobin molecule is also connecting or attaching to it what is like a light molecule. This light molecule is like minuscule droplets of energy which have a certain vibration, and it is the vibration or the vibratory effect that you will feel as the blood starts to pulse through your body, the blood with this energy molecule. So just as the hemoglobin molecule takes oxygen and nutrients to the cells, so this energy molecule is being taken to the cells. And there it will have an effect. We will explain.
Kushlik lisa reshta kuda. Amata la lisa reshona malakuda. Ilala lisa da vishte. Ala la lista sadata sakui. Ala la lista kazadidati madasakui. Lapato, zalaka lisa dashna. Leda salakli. Leda salakli, la lakazadaki. Imelaka da sakadesta reshtakada. Amadosa la lisa reshtaku. Ikista desa laka desa dashtako. Imelasa deshtaka sekoditi medasso. Ela lista dashtaka da dasso kadessa. Amelako lisa reshtaka da kodeksta. Melato kodia. Melako di medakosa. Ikalika data zakolista takosa da kosha da ka. Matia.
So what I think you might be feeling, but I'm not feeling it, of course. What I think you might be feeling is a pulsing and a tingling. Is that correct? Yeah. So all the blood actually takes about a minute to flow from the heart, through the body, back to the heart. And as it flows back to the heart, it flows through the pulmonary circulation, through the lungs, releases carbon dioxide through the breath. And as you breathe in, you take in more oxygen, which then oxygenates the blood. And so the whole process begins again. What Spirit are going to do now is they're going to it's like pinging more of this energy very rapidly through the blood vessels, increasing this molecule of energy. It's like trillions, millions of molecules of energy, probably trillions, I think, coming into the blood now, activating, like bubbling effervescence. And just breathe really deeply, just relax, breathe. Now place your hand on the region of the solar plexus chakra, but we're really working with the core star energy, that core soul's light energy, just below the diaphragm and above the navel. Just take a deep breath. Now there's going to be some, almost like, I think, singing. This is like, on Lyra, 12th dimensional Lyra, the women of Lyra create new vision together. They co-create together, and they sit in what's called the halls of dream time. This is the information that I received when I wrote the book, Sunshine Before the Dawn. So in the halls of dream time on Lyra, 12th dimensional Lyra, they co-create visions for all of the dimensional worlds, the star nations within the 12 dimensions, where physical life can express through our actual physical body. Where in the 13th eon, or the 13th dimension above, consciousness is consciousness, but it doesn't express through the type of flesh and blood type physical body that we do. But all of the star nations within the 12 dimensions of the lower heavenly worlds have bodies, some of them very similar to ours, but they don't get distorted, they don't age as quickly, they don't get diseases, they don't have that entropy effect that we have experienced up until now on Earth. They're not affected by that slow, gradual aging and decay. They age still, but they don't age as quickly as we do. They live much longer lifetimes. So the women in Lyra in the halls of Dreamtime have the songs that they sing. And what is going to come through now is I'm told, like a song. But this song is not coming from 12th dimensional Lyra. The song is coming from another place, which Spirit is saying is called Beyond the Beyond. And so I say to them, okay, what is beyond beyond? And they're saying beyond the beyond is beyond this galaxy, but it's also beyond the physical expression in other galaxies. It's actually a non-physical place. Just as we have the non-physical place, which we call a menti, deep within the heart of the earth, the beyond also is like a non-physical world between the worlds. Not like the astral, not like the causal plane, completely more rarefied and way beyond this. It's the place of the highest light. In this galaxy, the place of the highest light might be considered to be Mintaka, Orion, the place of the Elohim. But the place of the highest light in Beyond the Beyond is like an interdimensional space of absolute tonal purity and tonal love. I don't know what this song from Beyond the Beyond is going to sound like, because I haven't sung from Beyond the Beyond before. So I'm just going to open my heart to this and see what happens. I'm no singer. You might be able to feel like a vibration. This vibration is what I'm hearing is profoundly balancing, like absolutely peaceful. And this absolutely peaceful vibration is instilling that absolute peacefulness into the waters. It's like calming the waters of the cells of the body. And the cells are 98% water. So this is like calming any tonal waves upon the waters.
Shase kuda sele kilisha de sandada. Ekolaka tawla sauda chata chachta. Mutada, matu tokata pataka. Mutada la kalisa de gorasata. Mutada sokota sakolisata. Mutada akota sakotsi. Mutada kolaka datakota. Mutada kolaka lukata tuklista pataka. Matulota patakarata patakata. Mototokata. Mukal date treta godati. Ameleka dato kolata takata. Oblaka patakota sete kodista. Imitato kodasta kodesta kototo kotokat. Allogalato tatakada. Okolato kotakata. Okolata patakata labadati. Madodo kodata kotakasa. Mododa takasa. Matia. Now all of you have come to the earth to be and do something, which is quite important and quite special. And you might not think that what you've come to do is special, but let me tell you that it is. And that there is a role for everybody to play in what is a big picture divine plan. And we're all different. So we've all got different roles to play, you see. So part of what Spirit wants to do today is they want to begin to activate within your DNA more of your soul attributes, the knowledge, the ability that you have within your DNA to come forward to express. And I've done this a little bit before, but I think this is going to be a little bit different now. So you just can shut your eyes, just so that you can go within and see what you feel and what you experience, and just be with the energy.
working at a DNA level, on a soul DNA level, which is energetic DNA, it's not physical DNA. So if scientists tried to find, or doctors tried to find soul DNA, they wouldn't find it, because it's like the third part of the trinity of the DNA. One part from the mother, one part from the father. The third part is the soul, which is energy, equivalent. Just like with the human body. We have our energy field, which you can't necessarily see, except with Kirlian photography.
Kushita sinamada lava la kushta, imeda la kalisa da kazata kushta, irabala kolaba de sala glasada, mestato kor. Malstato kod bedakata kodaka, mistato koda.
But we can feel the effects of the energy.
Kukati toto toka de kudakushta da kodata, and the betota da bedaka, it dapo doko da bedaka, it dapo doko da bedaka, the takoda, Mokoka liko tokushta da ka, ikalaka se the shadada dokodati, imalakoda salata la kalisa da ka, amalakulisa glisa balaka, et data dokodaka. A cocarlica satakata, nocodosa, a macodosa, la colissa da, morda da clissa, e messa cota sacodaco, a calacasa, imati casatacushidaka, imati da colissa, imati da colissa de stonnomelaki, aka.
When this new wave of energy that's now coming through to the planet gains momentum, the work that we're doing here today is permanent, and when this new wave of energy starts to gain momentum, you will feel it. And what will happen to your physical body is, if you are older in years, your physical body will start to revitalize. If you're younger in years, you will just express a lot of energy and feel really good. It won't be anything that you necessarily have to do, but just keep up the good work in terms of eating what spirits say to eat, predominantly a plant-based diet with a lot of raw fruits and vegetables, which are high in enzymes, as much as possible, lots of pure water, chlorophyll, which is the green pigment in plants, so green leafy vegetables, raw and cooked, spirulina, chlorella powder. I personally take 2 big tablespoonfuls of both every day, spirulina and broken cell chlorella. Because what happens with the chlorophyll in the spirulina and the chlorella is it helps transmit the light. It helps the light molecules to go in the river of life, the blood, to all the cells of the body. So it's really profoundly healing. And it might sound horrible to take, and you might prefer capsules, but I really recommend the powder, because you can take a whole lot more when you buy the powder. And I will talk a bit about that later. But the whole idea is to give the body the optimal conditions for its going beyond healing, going beyond disease and regenerating. And these are some of the foods that you need. Diminish animal protein. Eat mainly a vegan diet. The odd fish and chicken isn't too bad. But it's about having live, high enzyme, high energy foods that are grown within the earth, because our earth is vibrating in this fast and pulsating 5th-dimensional energy, organic, not sprayed, free of pesticides. It's pretty common sense, really. It's what our body needs, because we are beings, physical bodies, that are calibrating now to this new 5th-dimensional earth frequency. And so we need to take in the energy of the earth, because this is what sustains and feeds us. Also, we need to take in energy of the sea, the oceans, the pure oceans, not the polluted oceans. And this is where high quality seaweeds from clean, good water is important. And spirulina, of course, which is algae. But it has to be grown in conditions which are really organic, pristine and pure. So you've got to be a bit careful. You could, very careful really. So this is important, because what Spirit is saying is, as we go through these changes, we will increasingly find it difficult to eat other types of foods. You might have already found this. Both you might have developed allergies towards certain types of foods that normally you used to be able to eat. Processed foods or foods with a lot of additives. And this is quite normal because this is part of the changes going on in our body, where our physical bodies say, no, I don't want this anymore, and they start to react to it. This is not a bad thing. So we shouldn't push these foods that we used to eat, the foods that we find in the grocery aisle that are just out of a packet. They're not out of the ground, because these foods are not life-enhancing for our body at all. Not at all. The exception to this is some of the plant-based superfoods that you might buy. But you've still got to be a bit careful about those too, because there are superfoods and there are not so superfoods. So you do some research and make sure that what you're eating is from the highest sources, and you know, even organic food is not necessarily always not sprayed, or not sprayed with something to keep it on a shelf for longer. So it might say organic, fine, but it doesn't say sprayed. Okay. So having said that, I want to move into another little piece of energy work, which is specifically associated with the digestive system, because many of us have issues with the digestive system as we go through the ascension changes. Who has in this room here? Just put your hand up. And I could put my hand up too. Not so much now, but gosh, I have in the past. And really, so we want to talk a little bit about digestion of our food. Excuse me. So digestion. Digestion is needed to utilise the nutrients out of the food. But the thing about digestion, it's also very aging to the body. So, one of the things about regenerating the body is making it easier to digest our food. And this is where the types of food that we eat is really important. But what Spirit want to do now is they want to actually work with some of the organs of digestion to rev them up a bit, to make them work a bit better. So we're going to begin with the pancreas. And the pancreas, of course, is the bad guy when it comes to diabetes and too much or too little insulin production. And this is why we should not eat sugar, really, obviously, because it affects the pancreas. And increasingly, sugars that are not associated with an actual fruit, that they're taken from the fruit, are not good for us. Sugar, or even cane sugar. The sugars that are okay are the sugars which are natural, harmonious, harmonic with the earth, which is the sugar that you might have out of a ripe orange or a plum or something like that, which is fine. Fruit is fine. Fruit is good for you. Fruit supplies fibre and roughage and enzymes and minerals and energy, which is we need energy. So we just can't delete sugar from our life completely, but we have to be careful about where we get it from. So we're working with the pancreas now.
Pushita is to touch on the Rakolosap. Imita to the Kalabata Kudasta. Metoko Huko Oda Toda Batagulata. A step to Galasata Kashta Katabaki. If not Toko Oka. As it took the Kutakataka. It got the Katapatak Ilakili Satakoda Okota Mito Tatakata Mokota is that Takoti Mokoto Kodakata Okukata Takata Okoya Akoya 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 Akoya. So I just want to ask you in the room here, does anybody feel anything going on when I do this? To do with you do. Does anybody here in the room have diabetes? Anybody? No. Okay. Low blood sugar? Hyperglycemia? Anybody? So did you feel anything?
I felt a lot of heat.
Yes. Good.
It was pulsing right there, yeah.
Good. Okay. So hyperglycemia, of course, we just run out of energy, we run out of oomph, and we need to eat more frequently, you see. So what this energy is doing is adding more oomph, adding more energy, tuning up that pancreas so it works a bit better. Pancreas is also associated with joy in our lives. So one of the things we can do to help to heal the pancreas is up our level of joy. Very important. Which means looking after ourselves and doing nice things for ourselves. And one little exercise that Spirit have given me is every morning to wake up, instead of thinking of the to-do list immediately, put your hands over your heart chakra and say the words, "The power of God that I am, what would bring me the greatest joy today? What would bring me the greatest joy today?" And you could actually add the words, "I ask my soul, my higher self, what would bring me the greatest joy today?" And it's interesting, when you do this, you might get an answer that you don't really expect. Because it's not coming from the mental mind, it's coming from the subconscious or the soul. It's coming from other parts, other aspects of us. So joy is an important commodity to health. And if we don't have joy in our lives, it's really hard to have good health, because everything feels like heavy, oppressive. You can't get the vitality buzzing in the cells if you can't get the vitality of happiness buzzing in you see. So happiness, Spirit also say to me, the most important thing about life on earth is not all the stuff that you do, it's about whether you're happy or not. And the most important search that we all should make, they say in life, is the search, the quest to be happy. Because happiness is like the sun radiating through us. But happiness is like the sun also radiating out of us. And miracles of magic happen when we're happy. Not just only for us, but for everybody in our lives. So happiness is like the rays of the sun irradiating the plants and the crops in the field. The rays of the sun of the happiness coming into our lives, but also radiating out, is like adding new vitality to us on every level. So we also want to work now with the stomach. Stomach does an incredible job. It is assailed by all sorts of very indigestible mixtures at times, and the stomach does a sterling job trying to deal with them all. You know, we go to a party and we eat all different kinds of foods in the poor old stomach. We don't know what goes on there, but it's probably under a bit of strain. So we'll work with the stomach.
Kushite is egolish na matoto, amalaka says la cotatza. A cottage donna da cosetta tati, and padoa, a padoa, da balaco da bata, o padoa da balaco da bata, o cota la batacoda da dama, a matato cotatacati, a matata da codabataca, locusta, mataco to codabata, mocoda da batoco da batata, mocoda da bataco da bataco da mocoda lacati. Isato da bataca da catacolazza, istatso calabatacotato custa, a lacala. Aglakala, she sokada. Is she sokada, kushida kadada. And Madoda da kadabatagodadri, molakli zatakasia.
Just take a big deep breath, stomach. Okay. Now we're working with the spleen, which is not strictly an organ, it's not really an organ of digestion. The spleen purifies the blood, but we're going to work with it anyway. Spleen.
Pushula kilapitu somadaso, amatota calabajita da coda, melacolia, and melacolesa da cadabataca, matoto coda da cadata, mocolo loda da godeta, mololo loco da cadataca, meloco da sacadish da canamade, a la calisa da ca.
Now we're working with the small intestine. And there's little hairs on the inside of the small intestine called villi. And their job is to sort of help propel food through. And sometimes these villi get almost paralysed and they don't do their job very well, so everything blocks up and we get of course we know what we get constipated. But most digestion takes place in the small intestine. And if it's not doing its job properly, then digestion doesn't happen properly. And assimilation of our food doesn't happen properly either, because that's where most of the nutrients are picked up and transported by the blood to the cells. And so we have problems of the food that we eat doesn't really nourish our body in the optimal way. We might think we're eating all these wonderful foods, but if we're not able to fully digest them and utilise them, our body isn't getting the benefit. So this is quite important to work with the small intestine here.
Kosheda so nishtala leza dakadada, mi todo tuka, mi stada kadata, ella patosa da badakisada badaki, matokasi, amatokasa la kazadaka, mi daosa laki, ishtasa koda takodada kodi, emitisa koloza da kadi, amelaka lisa da kodada stada, ekieta ta isi, oko kukisa da kalisa da shna, imetileki. Imetila kizara kolesi, ekalisasa, ekia, ikia, 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 ikia.